Force a week ago. 6 passing.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center. Jones looking to throw right away. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 2nd and 16. Throwing Jones. He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler. He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The rushing numbers for Pollard last week. 17 carries, 58 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense. You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones to Barkley on the check down. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by a first-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited. But I know who is excited. Their quarterback. He won't get hit as much, and that should improve the rest of the offense as well.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
In motion left goes Cooks. A first down throw for Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The Cowboys at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here's Pollard again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offense.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. the score 21-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a dump off here complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Jones.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44.
When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Play action now, Prescott. He'll buy some time right, and he whips that one incomplete there.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott now from the 50. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. Prescott on 1st down. He sets up the screen to Jones.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Prescott now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th.
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Prescott from the gun. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Ronald Jones as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they'll start.
just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Slayton. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Jones now. A final shot before break. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come to halftime after a very... And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Boys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in... Will begin with a touchback. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Now it's the backup Greer. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Greer looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Greer. And that will be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point try, good ball game. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Greer sets to throw. Got his man, it's Fehoko. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. play action. It's Greer. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground, and here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did. The poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Simi Fehoko.
34 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Marr on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every...
And this is caught inside the 5.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
A big play there for the Giants. 47 yards. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. 4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Giants get a bit closer.
Gano the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
This will come out to the 25. It's Lewis going to opt to not return it. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time...
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Vaughn, toss left side. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A good gain on 1st. Has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Jones throw brought in by Bellinger. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. This is caught by Robinson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley.
Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Back to throw. Jones. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard there to make the grab.
And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
The extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Goal now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do you do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. A give running right is Vaughn. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, a run with Vaughn. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he's got room, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Running behind center with Vaughn. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Vaughn. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Greer now to throw, and this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Gets this to Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their head